Hello YouTube, I'm back at again with another rant video, and this is going to be about a home invasion that took place in Glasgow Village, where you have this woman. She happens to be a single mom, and so what's going on here is this 23-year-old woman you see in the picture actually passed away. She happens to be a single mom who was born in Arkansas, who has a lot of relatives, but let me explain what happened before, after she died. It was before she died, actually. Um, so obviously she hung around with thugs. She was a single mom, like I already mentioned. So it's something will tell me that the stereotypes will come along and play a certain part in the upcoming future. She decided to get involved with four thugs, with these men who were planning to start a home invasion. She decided to participate. So the home they were about to invade was in Lancashire. A guy who apparently she knew, so this is obviously premeditated. He was just visiting it. It wasn't really his home, just visiting. And they were planning to rob him of his goods. Whatever he had was possibly guns, money, anything valuable that they wanted. So she participated, and then when they were trying to rob the man, when they invaded his home, the man that was in within the property, he was armed. He had concealed carry. He was willing to shoot, which I respect him for. I commend him for that. He has every right to do so. And this woman is so feeble at the point. She was so clueless. She did not realize that her own companions, her own fellow men, would use her as a shield. And then while embarking on this crime, she ended up losing her life by being the shield for the robbers. While she loses her life, none of the four got shot, and there's still an investigation going on. And then people are wondering whether the shooter, the man defending his home, will go to jail. From what I heard, Christopher King, who happens to be attorney of the St. Louis County, claims that there was no crime committed by him, that it was self-defense, and that there will be no charges on the gunman who was living in the property of Lancashire. And let me get straight to the point, honestly. For the people who victimized this woman, the thing is, she brought it upon herself. It was obviously premeditated. She knew the person, so clearly she had plans for him, and she was hoping that it would go well for her and the men, the fellow thugs that she was with, and that she was involved with the wrong people, and that in that case put her in danger because she did not expect any of it, and she was not thinking of the repercussions. So the repercussion was being hanging with the wrong crowd. And then along the way, they'll create stereotypes towards melanated women who are single, especially from the amount of times I've been here, it's numerous times, or how black women who are single always tend to be with thugs because they feel it's what makes them strong, or they're just weak-minded. It's clearly a weak-minded woman, but I can guarantee this happens throughout a lot of communities because the people want to gain acceptance. They want to feel that they are with a strong man, even if he's an ignorant one, who's not very brave. But clearly, this woman's very brazen to even do the things, to even join up and agree upon something so dangerous and reckless. And that she brought it upon herself, like people say, play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. But I would feel sorry for her if she had nothing to do with this. If she was forced. I don't know whether she was forced to go because maybe she was eventually being used as a hostage. Clearly, in this case, she was not a hostage. And there are people who will feel sorry for her mainly because this is a black woman who got killed, but at the same time because of the issues that go on within the black community, believing that more black women are being harmed than being saved, and they only wish for the best, even if the women are bad, or like, if even if there are more bad black women, there are good black women. But at the same time, I personally feel like, if whether you're a good person or a bad person, if you are deciding, only this only applies to bad people, but if you're a bad person who's willing to harm somebody physically and then take someone else's life, then karma will come to you, and it'll bite you really quick. And that's what, and it came very quick for her. So she suffered for it. She ended up losing her life. And who's to say, oh, we should cheer for her death? I'm not gonna cheer. I'm not gonna like be satisfied. I'm not gonna say that like I wish every woman like her dies, but like we don't know in that situation what she was thinking, how she clearly did not think how what it would lead to at the end, and this pretty much ended her life. She clearly did not know how to stay away from danger. She decided to make the bad choices she did, and then only people I feel sorry for is possibly the family, her kids now, because they are alone. They're gonna end up in the foster home. Someone else is gonna have to look out for them, all that, and there's gonna be a lot of struggle for the kids because they didn't realize how much of a degenerate, how much of a like instigator, how much of a like a danger, how much of a problem their mother was. And just was simply just a lack of morals, honestly. Showing that clearly when she decided to do the things that she participated with those men, that clearly shows that she's into that negative behavior. It shows that she has a lack of empathy for others, and she will keep doing it until something like this happens. Either way, this is bound to happen. So because I'm not gonna say I predict the future, but she would have kept doing it, especially if this is people that she knows, because this is obvious. Like obviously the man did not get set up, but they decide to invade his home, like it was no big deal, honestly. And the good thing is that I personally feel that I'm not saying her death was justified, but at the same time, like that man who was defending his home, his property, prevented another home invasion, because she would have kept on going at it with her friends. It would have kept on happening had she still burned around. I'm not saying that she deserves to get killed, but maybe there need to be some sort of justice involved that could prevent something like this, that could pretty much delay the inevitable, and that this doesn't become an issue, because it is becoming a bad habit for people who decide to become criminals, and they get a joy out of like making people suffer because they feel in return they'll gain something as a reward, because clearly they were looking for the reward, even if it meant they could potentially go to jail or get killed. It would rather be best if she goes to jail rather than get killed. For the people who are saying that she rest in peace, because we were hoping that in her life that she could turn her life around. She could have made right decisions considering her age. And that age, if you, especially if you are mature, you're an adult, and you have kids, she should be worrying about her kids, taking care of them, trying to make them live a normal life, have them grow up and develop to be mature adults, be able to contribute to society, so they can feel safe, so they can feel comfortable, so they can make a living, so they can fit in with the right people, people who have the right goals in life, people who are willing to actually make a contribution that will help society, of course, and then on top of that, become even people who are in society can be able to succeed if the mother was willing to help them grow and succeed, and think about the more important things in life, like getting a job. Obviously, before you get a job, you have to get your education, further improve your hobbies, your skills, find your place in life, be able to communicate with the right people who will be a good influence, and be able to appreciate who you are, your existence. And clearly, I don't, and as much as I hate to say, for especially what happened in this case, in this scenario, people are going to appreciate. People should not be appreciating her existence. The only thing you can appreciate, that she's a good-looking woman, but she chose this path because at the end of the day, someone would have lost their life. but she pretty much ended up losing hers instead. And for the four men, most likely they will be confronted, and hopefully karma will catch up to them if they continue with this kind of tirade. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Expect more upcoming content later in the future. Be sure to check your notifications, comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.